So today marks 1 month since a deadly shooting rampage inside Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. 17 people were killed in that attack, and this morning thousands of students across the country walked out of their classrooms for 17 minutes, honoring the victims and calling for an end to gun violence. Let's take a look from Sky 5. These are the students at Hendersonville High School this morning. Many districts are recognizing the importance of student activism, and they're asking principals to find predetermined assembly spaces for those students. And News Channel 5's Chris Conti is in Sky 5 this morning. And Chris, students aren't just gathering at schools, they're also gathering at the state capitol.
Yeah, they certainly are, Adam. We have been watching the culmination of this morning coming to place on the steps of the Tennessee Capitol as hundreds of students have now converged in one. They have been standing there for the course of the last 30 minutes or so as they are now starting to disperse a bit here. But a lot of these kids are from schools in downtown Nashville who came up here to the Capitol to let lawmakers know that enough is enough. They are sick and tired of being gunned down in their classrooms. They are sick and tired of being gunned down in their schools, and they want to enact some kind of change. Of course, this all began happening around 10 o'clock this morning. That significance of that time was the exact moment that a month ago the 17 students were gunned down in their classroom in Florida. This is some video we shot earlier this morning up at Stratford High School, where much the same was happening as we've been seeing throughout Middle Tennessee and throughout Davidson County and Sumner County. This has been a convergence of kids coming together on social media, trying to have their voices heard. A lot of them can't vote, but they have recognized the importance of speaking out here, trying to get adults to recognize that they are sick and tired of these school shootings. We are going to continue to follow things from up in the air here in Sky 5, and we will have a complete wrap-up throughout the day and on News Channel 5 starting at 4 o'clock. But we are going to send things down to Matthew Torres, who has been following things down on the ground. Matthew?
Hey Chris, that's right. We were following Pearl Cohn High School students who, of course, left the school at around 10 o'clock this morning. Again, 17 minutes is because honoring the 17 people who died at the Parkland, Florida shooting. But for the students here, you could see that they're actually, this is how it looked like when they were on the ground. They actually went beyond the 17 minutes. Not only were they honoring the lives killed, but they were also honoring Javante Robinson. He is a Pearl Cohn High School student who was shot and killed last year. We also interviewed his mother that time last year, and this was a moment for them to gather. At times it got rowdy, at times we weren't sure exactly what was happening, but they took the moment to walk about a little over 2 miles from the school down Jefferson Street near Nashville General and around back to the school. And to them, this was their moment to really let people know. They say that this was a good effort, a good approach to sending the message that gun violence in schools need to end. And they said despite what adults may be thinking, they say do not underestimate the children. And a lot of them were obviously here. We'll have much more coming up on News Channel 5 at 4, 5, and 6. But for now, reporting live in Nashville, Matthew Torres, News Channel 5.
Thanks, Matthew. And we're streaming a lot of those marches for you right now on Facebook Live as well. A school bus wreck sent one person to the hospital this morning. That bus crashed at the intersection of Westchester and Brick Church Pike. There were students from Easton Prep on board, but none of those students were hurt. The driver of the car that collided with that bus was hurt. No word on how serious those injuries are. Right now, crews are on the scene of an overturned tractor trailer on 440. This happened near the I-65 exit ramp. Eastbound traffic is affected with one ramp blocked. Westbound traffic is affected with no delays, though, which is good news. The crash isn't expected to be cleared until noon. Nashville voters are set to select a new mayor this fall, but one potential candidate is suing to get that date moved up. A judge is set to hear that lawsuit today. Currently, the election is scheduled for August, but potential mayoral candidate Ludi Wallace filed suit Monday, saying it should be held in just 2 months this May. He says an August election will be against rules outlined in the Metro's charter, also Tennessee codes. Wallace, who is now the head of the Nashville chapter of the NAACP, filed a lawsuit against Metro government and Davidson County's election commission. And now a Davidson County judge has granted a fast-track hearing on this matter set for this afternoon. If the judge decides the correct date for the mayoral election is May 1st instead of August 2nd, then the candidates will only have 10 more days to qualify. That's when the deadline will be. We're going to be in court in that courtroom today at 1:30 to hear what the judge has to say, and we'll let you know as soon as we find out.